Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Jackie and I am a junior at Vanderbilt University. I make a lot of content about my life at Vanderbilt, so today I decided to do a Q&A. I am really excited to be doing this. A few days ago I posted on my YouTube and on my Instagram asking you guys if you had any questions about life at Vanderbilt, and I got a ton of responses from you guys with some really awesome questions. Also, if you guys want to check me out on Instagram, my Instagram is Jackie Rhodes, so in case I do any more of these, you could put in your questions if you have any as well. But anyways, this is not your typical Q&A, so I didn't want to just do a sit down by myself where I answered the questions, went one to the other and whatever, because I thought that would be kind of boring and I wanted to get creative with it. So this Q&A is going to be more vlog style, and I have kind of curated a group of my friends at Vanderbilt who I thought would be able to give some unique perspectives. So I'm very excited to be sharing this with you guys, and also very excited to be saying that Skillshare is sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes that you can take online. As someone who is very curious and loves to be creative, I think this website is awesome. My favorite class on Skillshare so far has been one called Productivity for Students, which if you are a high school or college student, you have to watch these lessons. It was so fast and so helpful. And then there are classes on film, YouTube growth, graphic design, all different kinds of really cool classes. So if you guys consider yourselves lifelong learners like myself, I'm such a nerd, you gotta go check out Skillshare, and the first 1,000 people to click on the link in my description will get a free trial with Skillshare's premium membership. So go take advantage of that, go check it out, and I think you guys will love it. All right, well, let's get started. In about a half an hour, I'm meeting my friend Andres at a coffee shop, and we're gonna grab some lunch and coffee and answer some of your guys' questions with him. But first, I thought I'd answer a few questions myself just to get things rolling. So first, I got the question, what's something a prospective student should know about Vanderbilt but wouldn't know to ask? I think something that I didn't think about at all with colleges when I was a high school student is the campus culture, in terms of like how big of a focus there is on academics versus social life and extracurriculars. And Vanderbilt has a really amazing balance of social life and academics. The next question is, how do I feel about the culture now that I'm not in a sorority? And how big actually is the Abolish Greek Life movement? So personally, I've been absolutely fine now that I'm not in a sorority. If you guys haven't seen it, I did a video called Why I Dropped My Sorority at Vanderbilt, where I basically just talk about my experience in a sorority and why I decided to drop it. I think with the Abolish Greek Life movement, like, a lot of people are on board and have dropped their Greek orgs or are starting to think about it more. And especially with coronavirus, I think it just feels like there's less of a presence of Greek life on campus, because obviously there aren't like frat parties or anything like that anymore. There's still a lot of people who are in Greek life, and I don't pass judgment onto them at all, so people can choose to be in it if they want to be. There's just more thought in general about whether or not to be in Greek life, versus before, I think for a lot of people it was just a given that you had to be in it to have a social life, and now that's kind of shifting. Yeah. Next, what are the dorms like? When do you start living off campus at Vanderbilt? So the dorms at Vanderbilt are really great, and they're building a lot of new dorms because I think they're trying to switch to having all residential colleges, which means that you get put into a house and then stay in that house throughout your time at Vanderbilt. But basically how it works at Vanderbilt is you get assigned a house on Commons, which is the freshman campus, and you live there, and it's like a great community, and then you move to a different dorm on main campus your sophomore year, and then usually a different dorm your junior year, and then you live off campus your senior year. That's like usually the typical path that people take dorm wise. And then I think I have time for one more before I have to go meet my friend, which is, how is the food? How many dining halls are there? So the food at Vanderbilt is actually very good compared to other colleges, from what I've heard from my friends at other schools. There's just a lot of options on campus for different kinds of food. There's like a pub that has burgers and milkshakes. There's Greens, which has all vegetarian food. There's E. Bronson Ingram, which has like Asian food. And then Commons and Rand are like the main student centers, and those have all kinds of food. I really can't say anything negative about Vanderbilt dining. I feel like there are some great options. All right, anyways, let's go meet with Andres. Hi.
Hey.
So this is Andres.
Yeah,
he's one
that's
of my
me.
best friends at Vanderbilt. This is the food we got. We are outside of Just Love, which is my favorite coffee shop. So if there's any background noise, or if a honky-tonk truck rolls by playing copyrighted music, I will be deleting that part. Okay, so So the first question is, what is theater like at Vanderbilt, / what are theater classes like at Vanderbilt? Andres and I both do theater at Vanderbilt. I'm minoring in theater, but he's just taking classes.
I've taken 2 theater classes before at Vanderbilt. What was the question?
The question is, what's theater like at Vanderbilt?
Oh, what's it like? There are a lot of theater organizations on campus. You just kind of like find the one that works for you. So Vanderbilt University Theater, which is VUT, and then VOB, which is Vanderbilt Off-Broadway. They do musicals. Anyone can audition, so like you can know nothing about theater and you can audition for a show and get cast.
We are both like big theater kids and like did it in high school and really love it, and I haven't felt deprived of theater here. I felt like there are plenty of opportunities for me to shine in theater and continue to be very involved in it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. How LGBTQ plus friendly is it at Vanderbilt? I'm gonna let you speak to this.
Vanderbilt's super LGBTQ plus friendly. I've never met anyone who's, you know, been intolerant in any way. There's different ways if you want to find like a queer community. There's like those classic orgs that you can join. We have an LGBTQIA plus center. We have Lambda, things like that. I feel like I can be myself here and I can do my thing, and it's super LGBT friendly.
Yeah, awesome.
Good be gay.
As a guy, do you need to go Greek to have a social life? Is it difficult to make friends without getting involved and being in fun? Are there other opportunities to go out? Dorm parties, bars, etc.?
Yeah, I think there's a common misconception about Vanderbilt. I mean, yes, it is pretty Greek. Greek life has a, you know, kind of a presence on campus, but outside of Greek life, there's a tremendous student body of really cool people who are doing a lot of other great things that don't revolve around just that classic, stereotypical college experience. I mean, we're going out, we're having a good time, meeting other people, and it has really nothing to do with the Greek scene. Freshman year, you feel a little bit of the pressure to rush because everyone seems to want to do it. So you're like, should I do this? Should I not? After that, honestly, it really doesn't matter. And I've noticed that even people who are in Greek life tend to not be as active in their organizations after sophomore year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, frat parties are not the only part of the social scene here. So even as a guy, there's so many different ways to go out and be social. A whole fountain of water just came out of that piece of celery.
Oh, it was just juicy?
Yeah, it was juicy. Well, that wraps up this little mini interview with us too. Bye! So I am now heading to my advanced marketing class where I'm going to be asking some questions of Professor Leddin, my advanced marketing professor. But he is super awesome and he has a TikTok account giving advice on leadership and other fun things. His TikTok is called Leddin Group, so L-E-D-D-I-N, excuse me that bell. That's Leddingroup. So go check him out. I'll link it down below in the description. But let's go talk to my professor. My first question for you is, what is 3 words you would use to describe the typical Vanderbilt student?
The first thing I would probably say is that they're accomplished and accomplishing. They wouldn't have gotten to school here if they hadn't accomplished some great things in life. The majority of them don't stop at this moment. They keep going and they keep accomplishing important things. They're busy. They're busy on things that they're really focused about and making progress on. That's a great thing. If they feel like they just have to be busy just to be busy, that's not a good thing. So the great students are really busy working on things that are truly important to them. And then the last thing is they're curious. I love it because they push me to think new ways and to learn new things and not to get blocked into my thinking all the time. And they're curious and kind of pushing themselves and their classmates into learning new things as they learn, grow, and develop.
The second question that prospective students had for you is, what are the opportunities for undergrads in the business school at Vanderbilt?
I think there's a lot of opportunities for students who are currently undergraduate students and studying in the business minor. So there's opportunities to meet with people who work out in the business world. There's lots of opportunities to interact with professors. Hopefully my colleagues and myself are open and available to people and give them guidance and suggestions based upon our own careers, but more importantly, ask them good questions to think about themselves and where they want to go in life. And I think there's just a lot of opportunity in the business clubs.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you, Professor Leddin. This was really helpful. I am here now with my roommates. Hi! Hey. I have some questions. Let's discuss. The first question is, what is the party culture / social scene at Vanderbilt? It's a very broad question. People do go out a lot, but only on the weekends, like only on Thursday, Friday,
like
Saturday.
No pressure to go out during the weekdays, which I feel like some people in different colleges do experience. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of nerds, so
School is a priority. Everybody here had to be nerdy to get in.
Also, I feel like most of the parties are like frat things, or like people have these 10-person houses where they host parties.
Yeah, party culture, frat parties, which obviously also I want to say all these questions, we're going to answer them pre-coronavirus because obviously right now we are not partying or going out. Our parties are strictly us 4, basically. So, anyways, is campus safe even though it's in a city?
I would say on campus it is pretty safe, but I wouldn't feel 100% comfortable like if I wasn't walking on campus at night.
I feel like any city that you're living in is gonna feel this way. So it's not that Nashville feels unsafe itself, it's more just
being a girl walking in the
like, I mean,
mean, doesn't Vanderbilt have a lot of like resources? There's like these online escorts if you're feeling unsafe.
We have blue light.
There's people that will escort you if you call them.
Yeah, you can call Vanderbilt police and they will escort you home.
Honestly, I have never felt unsafe.
Alright, is it hard to find friends at Vanderbilt if you don't join a sorority? So we have all actually very different experiences. I dropped it, that's one experience. And then Alexia and Liraz are not in sororities, so I thought they could speak to the experience.
My main group of friends, we all met each other before any of the Greek life stuff was like part of our life.
Way more important than sororities is like the first couple weeks of school, because that is when people solidify their friend group. I know tons and tons of friend groups that haven't changed like since the first week of school, but they're all in different sororities.
Vanderbilt does defer recruitment, so recruitment happens after winter break. That kind of encourages people to make friends outside of Greek life.
You can definitely make friends without Greek life.
Are there cliques or exclusion-based popularity at Vanderbilt? Do you feel people have outgrown high school habits, or is there still an it group? This is an interesting question. Vanderbilt definitely has. Do you guys want to say something?
I would say anywhere you go there's going to be cliques, but I think it only has as much importance as you give it.
I also feel like it feels kind of like high school-y. There's 6,000 kids at Vanderbilt. It's a small school, so it's like very hard to not know different friend groups, but I wouldn't say there's like an it group.
One of the reasons Greek life is problematic in some ways is it kind of creates social tiers and it creates small groups that were selected and handpicked, and like it inherently is exclusive in that way. So it's like because of that, and because Vanderbilt's so small and there's not that many sororities, that's what makes it feel kind of high school-y sometimes. And yeah. The next question is, what is your friend group's favorite thing to do in Nashville or near Vandy's campus in your free time? What are your favorite restaurants? That's a fun one. What do we do in our free time?
We like to eat.
Yeah, we go out to eat in many places.
Vanderbilt has this thing called Taste of Nashville, so you get, with your like Commodore cash that you get, you can use it at certain restaurants in Nashville, which was really nice at first to get us to try new restaurants in Nashville.
We went thrifting.
Oh, we went thrifting today. Look at us.
There's a lot of hiking to do. Not that we do it, but
we did it once. And then our favorite restaurants, Bella Napoli. Barcelona is right next to Bella Napoli. Nada is right next to campus. It's like a taco place.
A good tailgate day, we'll have satay.
Satay is Thai food. Poke Bros.
Poke Bros is Poke Bowls. So those are all right next to campus. Those are our regular places.
Distillery.
Distillery. So somebody asked, what's the HOD major like? So us three are all HOD majors.
Not me.
You don't belong.
I'll sit out.
Yeah, you can leave now. One of the reasons I chose Vanderbilt is because of HOD. So it stands for Human and Organizational Development. I like to describe it as a mix of business and psychology.
I feel like it's boot camp for anyone who wants to be a leader. All the classes that we take are like, this is how you organize a group and optimize their talent. So it's like all about efficiency within businesses and within groups.
As we get older and we start going into like worrying about interviews and internships and jobs, HOD can be meshed. Can be pushed. Can be utilized for any job.
I feel like everyone I know who is studying HOD wants to do something different. You want to do entertainment, you want to do health, I want to do music business. You could do anything with it, really. The end.
The end. Okay, well, that's all the questions that I have for us.
Wow! Graduated.
It was wonderful being here. Thank you.
Hey guys, so I am on campus right now and I'm going to meet my friend Christian to ask him some questions. I told him to meet me on campus, so he's somewhere around here. Here he is. You ready to walk around, answer some questions?
Yeah, do it.
I didn't even think about the height difference.
So my name is Christian. I'm majoring in economics with a minor in business. I'm from Santa Barbara, California.
Awesome. First question, as we walk around campus on this beautiful day, what is your favorite part about or place on campus?
You go first.
I think my favorite place on campus is probably like outside of, honestly, like this lawn right here is really beautiful. It's outside Central Library. Right now there's this big tent here.
When I'm around here, I feel most like I'm on a college campus.
My favorite study place on campus are the rooms in the bottom of Central Library and the Divinity Library, I think it's called. There's like these cool, like huge conference rooms that have these really nice chairs and nice tables that no one ever uses.
What is your favorite thing about Vanderbilt that you didn't know until you attended?
So I actually applied to Vandy without ever seeing Nashville. I'd never been to the campus or seen it or anything. I would say my favorite thing is definitely the downtown area. Nashville is actually such a fun city for young people. The downtown area always has live music going on, both during the day and at night, and it's just like great.
Look how pretty this is right now. Christian, strike a pose. I would say my favorite thing about Vanderbilt that I didn't know until I attended was I did not realize, especially so I'm in Peabody College, and the professors there have been really amazing and like really have cared about the students and about me and like my personal growth. So I didn't expect that even in big classes that the professors would care so much about the students.
Definitely true.
Final question, what's your favorite weekend activity or campus tradition?
I think mine is definitely gonna be the tailgates that happen during the fall football season.
Yeah, it's a really fun culture here, the tailgates. It's like the girls usually wear cowboy boots.
It's very southern, it's very fun.
And you go like every Saturday there's one basically, and all these different houses are throwing tailgates. It's just like a fun scene. Everybody gets to see each other, and then a lot of people will head to the game after. So yeah, all right. Well, that's all the questions I have for you, Christian. Thank you.
All right, bye guys.
Well, we are almost at the end of this Q&A, and I hope that hearing the perspectives of all these different people has been helpful. And I wanted to say thank you to those of you who sent in questions, and also thank you to the special guests who made an appearance on this video. Now, before I answer one last question, which is perhaps the biggest question of them all, make sure you guys connect with me on Instagram. My Instagram is Jackie Rhodes, so that when I do future Q&As, you guys can send in any questions that you have. And I also put the social medias of all the people who are in this video down in the description, so if you want to check them out or connect with them there, go ahead and do that, especially my professor's TikTok. That one's really good. But the final question that I'm going to answer is, why did you choose Vanderbilt? In other words, what's one thing that's special about Vanderbilt that made you choose to go there? So I actually very distinctly remember the moment that I decided that I wanted to go to Vanderbilt. It was my junior year. I was touring Vanderbilt with my mom. We had just finished the info session and the tour, and we were walking around campus, and we were very lost. And this one student, a girl, came up to us and on her own was like, hey, can I help you guys find where you need to go? And she stopped what she was doing and walked with us to that location that we were trying to go to. And it was like a 10-minute walk. I remember when this happened, I saw that Vanderbilt students were friendly, were not caught up in their own academic and personal lives, and went above and beyond with what they were doing. And I know it was very presumptuous of me to assume that this girl was representing all Vanderbilt students, and also that this action that she took of walking with my mom and I was representative of her character traits. But that said a lot to me about what a Vanderbilt student is like. And honestly, all of those traits have shown themselves in Vanderbilt students now that I am a student here. I think that the typical Vanderbilt student is friendly and energetic. They don't just care about academics. They're present in the moment with other people and here to experience college and to be involved, and they go above and beyond in everything they do. They're passionate and they're committed. And being around other people like that here has made me want to be a better person and has forced me to grow. I think that there are a lot of really good schools out there that have great academic opportunities and great career opportunities. But when it comes down to it, your college experience is really created by the people that you're surrounded with. And I think probably a lot of college students would agree with this, that when you look back on your college experience, you remember the people, not just the classes or the extracurriculars or things you're involved in. You remember the people and the relationships you made. So you need to find a school that has the kind of people that you want to surround yourself with. And in that moment, when I interacted with that girl who walked my mom and I around campus until we found where we needed to go, I saw the kind of person that I was going to be surrounded by at Vanderbilt. I don't know if I can imagine myself anywhere else, or I don't know if I would have grown as a person so much if I were anywhere else. So the short answer of that is that I chose Vanderbilt because of the people that are here. I guess you guys got to see some of the students that go here and how dynamic and friendly and personable they are. So obviously I love my friends here. But yeah, well, that's just about it. So I hope that you all enjoy the vlog style of this Q&A. If you haven't already, don't forget to click the subscribe button and turn on the notifications because I make new videos like this every single week. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.